Hello, everyone. This is another breaking news. Bandits attack mosque in Sokoto community, kill Imam, one other abduct worshippers. Several worshippers, according to Sahara reporters, were also abducted during the assault, with the exact number yet to be verified. Bandits in the early hours of Saturday launched a deadly attack on worshippers observing the Subu prayer in Kabarua, a community in the Sabon local government area of Sokoto State. According to local sources who spoke with Egbe Mekun Parrot, the assailants stormed the mosque at dawn, opening fire on the congregation. Just before I continue, something similar happened. I think it was earlier, either mid this year, where it was in Katsina that happened. They went to a mosque early hours of the mosque and killed that one. I don't even know whether there was abduction. It was killed that they killed. Then they reported up to, was it initially the numbers were like 20, 30 something. Then it was later found out to be like up to 70 something worshippers that were killed in Katsina by these terrorists. Two people, including the Imam who was leading the prayer, were confirmed dead. Several worshippers were also abducted during the assault, with an exact number yet to be verified. Security agencies have reportedly been alerted, while residents remain in a state of fear as search and rescue efforts begin. In the neighboring Kebbi state, bandits week ago attacked the government Girls Comprehensive Senior Secondary School Maga in the Danko Wasagu local government area, where 26 schoolgirls were abducted. All soldiers previously stationed at the school had been summoned to Abuja for interrogation as part of efforts to determine why the security post was vacated shortly before the attack. I mean, literally like 30 minutes before the attack, the soldiers were recalled. So now the investigation, we need to know who recalled them, what happened, why did they leave their post, and then 30 minutes later, the terrorist attack. In the meantime, there were intelligence that had gotten that was gotten that these people were coming to attack the school, and this intelligence was shared with security agencies. Yet they left that place and left the students to be vulnerable. There were policemen that were left there, but because the numbers of the terrorists was overwhelming, they could not engage the terrorists or fight with the terrorists, and that was how they came and they went away with the student while killing the vice principal of that particular school. Previously, Sahara reporters had reported that Nasser Idris, the governor of Kebbi, expressed alarm over what is described as the withdrawal of military personnel from the government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School Maga shortly before bandits stormed the facility and abducted several students. The governor said the situation was particularly disturbing because the state had earlier received intelligence warning of a possible attack and had immediately convened a security meeting to address the threat. As a responsive government, when we receive intelligence on a possible attack, we summon a security meeting, Nan quoted the governor as saying. One of the things is that there's no how you're going to fight the insurgency without intelligence, and there's no how you're going to gather intelligence without working with the people, without having the trust of the people. One of the things that people have reportedly complained over the years is that whenever there's intelligence and the reporting, they pay the repercussion of reporting it. It's almost as if by the time they are reporting it, there's sabotage. They also then tell the terrorists of who are the people who have done this report, and they usually come, against. They usually come against the people. And so now you're also having this going on. As a responsive government, when we receive intelligence on a possible attack, we summon a security meeting. Nan quoted the governor as saying the security agencies assured us that all was well and that personnel would be mobilized to school. And then instead of the personnel being mobilized to school, what ended up happening was that the personnel were withdrawn. This military personnel were actually withdrawn. The military was deployed, but they later withdrew by 2 a.m. and by 3:45 a.m. the incident happened. Idris also said that the state had demanded a thorough inquiry into the circumstances that led to the withdrawal of troops, which is very critical. This needs to be done because how are you withdrawing people in the middle of the night? It doesn't even, okay, let's say morning had reached afternoon, you will now say that, okay, there's no security threat anymore. In the middle of the night, even if it's not the terrorists, even if it's to protect them from anything that might happen, whether armed robbers or whoever coming in, they needed to stay put. but they did not. And of course, it's very critical to ask the question, who ordered that? The Maga district head, Mohammed Nantemi, also raised serious concerns over the role of the Nigerian military in the recent attack on the secondary government girls comprehensive secondary school in Kebbi State, where bandits killed the staff and abducted 25 children. Well, this and you know, the sad part of this all is reading some of the comments and see the way people, you know, what some of the people, you know, are saying. And unfortunately for us in Nigeria here, people have no longer have empathy, and what a lot of people are more focused about is that what tribe is the person. Before they can sympathize or empathize, they want to know what tribe is the person, where is the person coming from, and all of that. And there are people that, as long as the person that is killed is not one of their tribe, that is it. They will not see any killings. They will say, oh, it's a lie. They will I don't should I say vilify it. They will turn it into something else. And for me, I've said this over the years. This is one of the power that these terrorists have, because they have citizens who, as far as they are concerned, they don't care if a person is killed, as long as that person is not from their religion or their tribe or their region. They don't care, anything can happen. And even if it's from their religion or their tribe, as long as it's not killed by setting this thing, it will not happen. I will give an example I used to give. When 15 people were killed in Uromi, there was an outrage, uproar from the northern part of the country, especially. Even the governors, they came out, they were talking, this is not acceptable, because these were 15 northerners who were Muslims, and they were killed in Uromi, in a south state, on their way out. A week after that, 16 people were killed in this same Sokoto where this killing has happened. Now, 16 people, vigilantes, were killed by terrorists, and there was nothing. The same north that was speaking, that was outraged, where there was an uproar, they were saying, oh, northerners are being killed, governors were coming out, they were silent. These same people were northerners, they are Muslims, but because they were killed in Sokoto, they were not killed in Edo or Delta or Imo or any of those states. They were killed in Sokoto, also killed by people who call themselves Muslims also. There was silence. And this is how the terrorists are winning all the time, because I say, for your death to even matter in Nigeria, unfortunately, you have to be strategically killed. Otherwise, they'll just say, nah, them. So the same thing, if a Christian is killed in the southeast or south, as long as, they're okay now, nobody really worries. But when it's in the north, you can't say an issue. When a Muslim is killed in the north, and even the Muslim, you have to be from the northern part of the country, then it becomes an issue. Otherwise, we're really shortchanging ourselves. I'm going to ask this. Okay, I'm going to do two statements here. This person said, this is very sad. These terrorists have no religion and don't discriminate. Their only religion is money. I trust the federal government to finish them very soon, considering how hard it's working recently. Kill every single terrorist. The terrorism becomes history in our dear nation. This is what this person said. Then Odudu Ekpe said, we know their playbook, and he put out something that he wrote. He said Muslims are also victims of the Islamic jihadists, not only Christians. He put it in code. They kidnap those, and this is this person. He said they kidnap those girls just to make a point. He wrote this on the 26th of November 2025. He said they kidnapped those girls just to make a point. In the near future, they will arrange attacks on mosques and Muslims. Mark my word. This person is the kind of person who, because as long as any other person is killed, if it's not his religion, he doesn't care. The same person has not realized that in Katsina, I'm sure when people were killed in Katsina earlier this year, or was it mid this year, and almost, is this 70-something or 90-something people were killed. They were not even abducted, killed. He didn't see it, because as far as he's concerned, it's not his religion. Well, as long as we continue to do this, the terrorists will continue to have a field day. Thank you so much for watching.